Right guys and girls, welcome to my video. We're going to share some great ideas of controlling club path, dealing with a term that people call over the top a lot, not my favourite term. But before we start, down in the description below there's a link to a survey that if you fill out, you got a chance to win an iPad. Yep, I'm giving away an iPad for you to fill out a survey I'm running. So if you want to take part, in the link down below in the description, go and fill that survey out. Let me know at the end of this video if these tips help you or not. If you're not a subscriber here as well, consider hitting that subscribe button. If you are a subscriber, make sure you got the bell icon turned on. Let's get to the tips. So today's swing, classic over the top action. This is what people always relate to as over the top. Not a big fan of that term, but that's another video which we'll come back to. But we definitely see a change of direction on the way down. Path wants to go left, hits pulls and cuts. He's saying I can see where that comes from. We need to try and change this downswing, the position. I'd like to try and get this shaft getting more down, almost through his right arm, so laying down more behind him. Let's give you some of my best drills to help you try and control your club path. So first protocol that we're going to go for, I'm not a big fan of how close everything is at the top of your backswing, so how tucked in everything gets. And you can see here, it's a relatively low tucked in backswing. Doesn't give much room for then creating any kind of space on the way down. So if we take that to extreme, if I get really tucked in here, my downswing now, I actually almost feel like I want to create space, move everything away, which gets this club standing up, makes it very easy for me to get my path moving to the left. So let's try a few backswings to kick us off. So first idea is I would certainly try and experiment with getting a bit more width on the way back, and that's a simple case of making more of a wooden man feeling golf swing. Considerably less feeling in your wrists. Feel like you're stretching your arms up over your right shoulder more. Try not to do this by standing up. Feel like you're making loads less of any of this kind of movement, and feel like you are just stretching your arms away as you make your backswing. Quite often for golfers, if we create a bit of space on the way back, it makes a bit more sense to feel any kind of drops on the way down. Great way you can get people to practice this indoors. So we've got a really high ceiling here, so it's hard to do, but look, this one's slightly lower. So imagine your ceiling at home. Be careful how you do this at home. So I want you to feel like you're going to reach up and try and almost touch the ceiling on the way back. Obviously a house ceiling will be not as high as this, so you will get close to it. Then the downswing, feel like you're nowhere near the ceiling. So feel like everything then drops down below the ceiling to then out at the ball. That contrast between stretch and drop absolutely can change club path for people. Right, next drill. I want you to go top of your backswing with a little bit more stretch or not if that is not working for you. Now I want you to do is just drop your right hand off the club with your left hand only. I want you to feel like you push the club back behind you, so back that way. Feel like you're almost casting it back. Forget any ideas of lag and wrist hinge angles on the way down. We'll do other videos on that. Golf coaching's been getting that wrong for so long. So again, get the feeling up to the top of the stop, right hand off, create space, chuck that club away, so feel like you're almost pulling it kind of this way back behind you as you chuck that club out as well. What you'll find if you do this, just video yourself as you do it, you're going to find that the club looks like it's laying down when you do this. It won't feel like, if I pull it closer to me, like it's standing up. So if I pull it closer to me and rotate, feels like it's standing up, and is. If I go up to the top, rotate and push away, so body goes this way, feel like the club goes that way. What happens is that club will give that appearance of that laying down that we like to see. Again, this massively changes path for people. Try and bleed that into a swing, so top of your backswing, both hands on, take the right hand off, get that feeling, get your hips moving a little bit as well, feel like you're just pushing the club back into this right hand corner, and then try and maybe hit a shot, same ideas, to get the feeling of that club moving the way it's moving with that one hand drill. Right, next drill, done this loads, works with loads of golfers. 2 golf clubs. Hold them both together, so literally just 10-finger gorilla grab the 2 grips together. This added weight is a fantastic way of feeling which way you want the club to stand or drop. So what I mean by that, up to the top of the backswing, you're going to feel the weight there. I even quite like getting people up to the top and just holding that weight there for a little bit of time. It really gets them to engage their core, it gets them to feel the weight. Their body almost starts, if you give them long enough, their body starts to shake a little bit, which is great for giving them awareness of actually feeling where everything is and what's being strained and what's not. Because once you're up there, I want you now just to let that pressure go, and the way you're going to find that the easiest for your body is just to let the clubs drop. let that weight go. It starts dropping down behind you. That's the way they want to go. They want to just fall that way. The center of gravity is behind the grip end here. It wants to just fall, rather than if you've got 2 clubs up in the air, that extra weight, you're starting to shake a bit. Standing that up will make less sense. It'll make it feel like it's going to come and hit your left leg a little bit. So again, 2 clubs up to the top. Just hold it there for a few seconds. Give it like 5 or 10 seconds. You'll start feeling hip, shoulders, everything starting, chest and certainly tummy starting to go. And just let that club drop a little bit, then swing that weight out in front of you. Then again, quick as you can, blend that feeling. 1 club on the ground. You could do it again, maybe just feel it, that drop, and then hit. The more you can blend the drill to the shot, the easier it will be to get it on the golf course. That last drill, brilliant indoors, brilliant at home, and a fantastic way to really change the way that you feel that club is coming down, and in turn, change that path to be less left. There's a lot of good movements in your swing. We just get you controlling path, hit a fade when you want, hit a draw when you want, hit a straight one when you want.